This, as you can see, is a Talos Principle. Now, I'm not going to do an LP of this, mainly because it's a puzzle game. I started to do the puzzles, and I'm enjoying it greatly, but I feel that makes it less a let's play and more a walkthrough, and I need to really get all of the puzzles right first time, so I might do a walkthrough. We'll see how it goes, see if I can get 100%. It's very difficult in places. So what exactly is it? It's kind of a little bit Portal. It's a little bit Myst. Do you remember Myst? Back in the day, it's got that sort of thing. But let's have a look at the intro. And we come straight into this place. And then we get a voice from...
Behold,
well,
child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
There we go. We have a mystery, and we have a direction to go. It's a very good-looking game. The outside sets are lovely. There's a lot of this Roman ruin. There are 4 levels from what I can work out, and I don't know for sure yet because, as I say, I haven't completed the game. The first set of levels are this Roman version. The next set are Egyptian. I don't know what the third set are because I haven't reached that far yet. And the fourth is the Great Tower, which we are actually embargoed to show on camera until the game's released. But look at this. The textures are really nice. Having it around. So we kind of throw into our first puzzle here. We've got a jammer, which is slightly incongruous given the location. But we pick it up. And kind of wonder how it works. We're given the option to jam the force field, so push the button and jam the force field. Lovely. Pick it up, put it down. At this point I'm obviously trying to work out how this game works, so there's a bit of tooling about and generally acting like an idiot. We test it. Can we pick it up through the force field? No, we cannot. And what are these? Those are... I can't remember what they're called in Portal now. But they stop you bringing the jammer through or any other items. It starts off relatively easy. You're just given the jammer. You've got this floaty ball thing. I'm trying to work out how far it goes. I don't know. Is it going to kill me if it spots me? What's its range? Not sure. Plenty of ways of bypassing it. Oh, we got another jammer. Well, the statues don't have heads, which is very strange. Oh. So he activated. Scanning lasers, so that's a good visual clue on how close we can get. We can jam him, which is interesting. And there you just saw briefly a mounted gun. That's clearly not good, but we've got another jammer, so can we jam the gun? Yes, we can. Sweet. We run through. Now, you may notice on that wall as you ran past a QR code. I miss it here, but it's just general little messages dropped on there. It's a bit of a story, it's not really vital. These fences give you a glimpse into other areas.
All across this land I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Here is a puzzle from Egypt, obviously. Now, in this we have these crystals and laser beams. We've got a sort of generator here. You can see there's a crystal on a tripod, and there's a receiver. Again, similar in many ways to Portal. We have to connect the two up. We've got a very nice interface where you sort of look at one and you get a sort of sound and vision sort of acknowledgement that you are pointing at it. And also you'll notice that if you are not in range, one will grey out, which is quite nice for getting quite tight angles you might need. Apparently I saw a little glitch in that corner, but it was just a lighting shadow of a palm tree. See, this receiver takes quite a while to power up. Some of them are very quick, some of them are very slow. We're just testing to see what happens when that guy hits us, because we don't know. So, select the beam, select the receiver, and then find myself a place where I can get both of them lit. That's quite far over to the right, gives us the maximum time for no floating ball thing to get in the way. Wait for the gate to open, and bing! Now you see that there are several different things. The sigils we collect, they've got a fan, a play button, and C. The fan opens up fans. The play button is a nightmare. I'll talk about that in a second. And the C is the next level, the third level. Now you see there we clicked on the red receiver, but there is no red laser. Or no, emitter, should I say. So what I've done is I've come in here, which is opposite. I know there is a red emitter here. Pick up your crystal, select the emitter, look through the doors. This is a somewhat of a freebie for you. That comes all the way across, and on some levels there are stars. The stars are hidden sigils that need a little extra. Boing! There we go. We've got a star. Some of them, that's a relatively easy one, which is why I'm throwing you that one. Some of them are very, very hard indeed. Okay, here's one more. Bit further on. This is the first level where we get this time dilate thing. It's I'll be honest with you, it kind of dropped the enjoyment for me when time came in. It hurts my head a little too much. This one, fairly easy. The main problem with it is knowing how long to stand on buttons. You hit record, you go and do your thing. You stand on it far too long because you don't realise, you know, what you've got to do after that gate, to be honest with you. So you don't know how long you need that gate down. Obviously this is the first go, so once you've done it a couple of times you kind of work out the timing a bit better. But run back, turn it on to play, watch our digital version of us go there, run around, pick it up. If you can hit the ladder properly. So there you go. Pretty easy, but they get a lot harder, as I say. So that is Talos Principle. It's a very good looking game. There are some very creative puzzles. If you like a good think, this is certainly worth checking out. There is an underlying mystery. I haven't completed the game yet, so I don't know what is for sure. I heartily recommend it. I don't actually know how much it is. I suspect it's on Steam. I think it comes out on the 11th of December. I've got to thank the nice kind people of the Crow team and Devolver. I always like both of their stuff, to be honest with you. I don't think Devolver have put out a bad game ever. So, well worth checking out, I think. But again, put your thinking cap on. It's hard. So before we go, I'd quite like to show you the options screen We've got a couple of interesting things. I do like this menu where the sub-menu on the right sort of flips in and out. That's very sexy. Additional campaigns. Now, when you start the game, it gives you the option to play or play the moddable version. We don't actually know what mods are available, or will be available rather, as it's not, the game itself is not out yet. But visit Steam Workshop. So they've got workshop integration set in, so presumably people will be able to design and make their own puzzles, which will be interesting. Presumably it will be in the set areas, themes as it were, but that's interesting. It could be fun. Extras, we've got Chiefs workshop packages. Again, that's going to be pretty empty. Be interesting again to see what they mean for packages. Maybe it will be new themes, new environments. I don't know. The achievements we've got so far. 11 of 36, a third of the way through. I suppose we're halfway through the second level, so I think we're doing too badly. Credits. Okay, list all or browse. Oh, that's exciting. That's interesting. This console does come up throughout the game, and it gives you various bits of lore and stories in the background. I'm not sure how useful it is. I'm not a big fan of games that throw this sort of backstory about characters that aren't immediately relevant. You know, I don't really care about the emails of somebody 2,000 years ago. It's not that exciting to me, but some people love the whole immersion of that. So we've got lots of credits there, so well done them. Redeem rewards. Interesting. I don't even know what that's about. But then we've got the options. We've got the standard keyboard and mouse options. Invert, free look, blah blah blah. Nothing surprising there. Not a great deal of keys to need to configure, which is nice. Jump and run are really, sprint are really the important ones, the useful ones. Every email and text file you read in those terminals will come up in your journal, so you can refer to them later on. They've got various amounts of needless tosh, but there's sort of corruption, there's some codes in there, maybe possibly some hints, I don't know. Use, alternative views, you know, there's a lot of buttons that seem to do pretty much the same thing, so not a lot to really worry about, which is nice. It's a fairly simple game in that respect. Controller, again, nothing particularly surprising there. If you want to play with your Xbox controller, personally, not a fan. If you are into FPSs on consoles, then it'll probably work for you, but if you're a PC gamer, maybe you're not quite so bothered. Nice option to have though, obviously. So game options, subtitles, crosshairs, you know, blah blah blah, player speed, view bombing. Again, nothing particularly surprising. Graphics options, loads of different resolutions, a couple of different DirectXs. I suspect it will not look as good on anything other than DX11, but window modes, again, nothing particularly spectacular there. You know, some self-explanatory. This is kind of interesting. The standard mode, cold, vivid, grayscale, bright. Holy hell, that hurts my eyes. Apocalyptic, noir. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between apocalyptic and cold. Not a great deal. Standard. Personal taste, I think, of that one. Let's have these things in. Sound performance, there you go. Again, nothing particularly surprising there. Performance, we've already been through performance, haven't we? That's interesting, performance pops up twice. there somewhere else. Advanced options. Show foops. 34 foops. There we go. Custom skills. Again, a little bit to play around with, but bonus content. Ooh, I just clicked on bonus content and it opened a window. Interesting. It gave us a Serious Sam 3 BFE bonus pack Steam link, which is interesting because the Egypt level does very much remind me of Serious Sam. Maybe they pinched the maps from it. Certainly, it does feel like you should have things running at you. But there you go. That is Talos Principle. As I say, good fun. If you like thinking games, because it certainly makes you think. If you want a bit of action and shooting things, probably not for you. But I look forward to seeing what is in the tower that we are forbidden for seeing, and presumably the twist in the tale. Yeah, thank you for that, and I'll see you guys next video.